Hey, what's going on, guys? Been getting a lot of questions on exactly how you do meal planning and how do you set somebody up for a meal plan. So before I get this started, I'm going to be providing training on meal planning. Okay, how to plan meals for your clients, for yourself, for people that you're helping. And the one thing I want you to understand from the very get-go is that your goal as an Herbalife wellness coach is to help somebody achieve results utilizing the Herbalife products. But on top of that, there's some key things that you should know about nutrition, about meal planning, and how to help somebody achieve their results. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you my knowledge, I'm gonna give you my experience, and hopefully you can take some of these ideas, you can just go with exactly what I'm saying, or maybe you can incorporate something, do it how you do it, however, whatever way you wanna do it. I'm just gonna show you the way I do it, and it seems to be effective, and it seems to be helping people get results, so check it out. Okay, so the very first step you want to do with your new client, with your new prospect, is you want to give them a wellness evaluation, or also known as a wellness profile. Okay, what this is you're able to see exactly what they normally eat. You're able to see exactly what their goals are, what they have done to reach their goals, and you're able to just basically see what they're doing as far as like their nutrition. Because the key thing is what you want to do is you want to inject the Herbalife products and their new meal plan into what they're doing, kind of tweak some things, so that way when they get on their Herbalife meal plan, their nutrition plan, it's not too difficult, okay? So the very first thing that you need to do is you need to do a wellness evaluation or wellness profile. If you don't have the form, get in contact with me, I'll give you the form, but it's pretty much self-explanatory. Have them fill that out first or sit down with them. You can go over the questions and you can see exactly what they're doing. And that way you can come up with a meal plan. Okay, once you get the wellness evaluation, now we're actually gonna start developing a meal plan, basically recommending products for our clients. So if you go into your catalog, if you go to page, does it have the page number, page 22, guess what? Use this formula right here, okay? Herbalife has been using this for 30 years. Okay, you guys have seen this before. Basically for weight loss, it recommends 2 shakes a day, okay? 2 shakes a day, and you can have shakes during different variations. You can have one in the morning, one for dinner. You can have one for lunch and dinner. You can have one for breakfast and lunch. Okay, so use this as a guideline. Always have your catalog when you're talking to people. That way you can show them like what recommended plan you want to go off of. Now, as far as the shakes are going to be healthy meal replacements. Okay, healthy meal replacements. So when you're developing a meal plan, you want to find out what they're eating, and you do that through the wellness evaluation, and you want to replace that those unhealthy meals, those unhealthy snacks with the Herbalife products. So the easiest way to do it is just to incorporate the shakes into their meal plan. Most of the time, I usually recommend them take a shake in the morning for breakfast, and I have them recommend them take a shake for dinner in replace of what they're eating before. So a couple other things that you guys need to make note of. All right, so remember, as far as the products, you got your Formula One, and then you got your protein drink mix. All right, let's talk about the protein drink mix real quick. Herbalife came out with another version of the protein drink mix. Basically, instead of it giving you the traditional 22 servings, which doesn't match with the 30 servings of the Formula One, now there's one that gives you 30 servings. So my recommendation is I always recommend the 30 serving protein drink mix because it's flexible, it's vanilla, you can mix vanilla with any flavor and it's gonna taste all right. So as far as the shakes, if you're gonna incorporate 2 shakes a day for 30 days, if you do the vanilla, you're gonna need 2 of these, 2 of the Formula One healthy meals, and 2 of the protein drink mix, the 30 serving one. So just keep that in mind. Now, in addition to products, you also got your micronutrients, you got your multivitamin, your cell activator, and you got your tea, okay? That comes with the Quick Start program, all right? So let's say you have a client that doesn't really want to spend the money for the tea, doesn't want to try the multivitamin and cell activator. After you explain to them the reasoning behind having those essential micronutrients to put a part of your Herbalife nutrition plan, then you can go with this. 2 of these, 2 of the protein drink mix, two of the Formula One. That's going to give him 2 shakes a day for 30 days, okay? And this little product right here called the cellulose, all right? The cellulose is awesome, okay? Cellulose is awesome, helps with water retention, and is actually beneficial to your skin. So I notice every time I take the cellulose, I notice that my skin clears up a little bit better, and that's not even the Herbalife skin. So those are the recommended products that I would help somebody out with as far as the Herbalife nutrition products. Now, here's another question I begin. Exactly what type of meals do we give them? You can Google the meals, you can Google healthy meals. The key thing is that for your meals and for your snacks, which I'm about to talk about in a little bit, your meals and your snacks, they need to consist of protein. Every meal, every snack needs to have protein. So if you eat a salad with no chicken in it and it's just vegetables, that doesn't have any protein, okay? It needs to be a well-balanced meal with protein, okay? Your snacks, if you Google high protein snacks, there's a list of snacks out there, okay? So now that we've covered somebody losing weight based off the plan that Herbalife gives everybody, and I'm gonna pull it up one more time. You got your two shakes a day, okay? You can they're interchangeable. You can put them wherever you want. You're gonna incorporate your shakes. Them is your healthy meal replacements. Give them the essential micronutrients, multivitamin, cell activator, the tea. And then, like I said, if they don't want to go that route, they don't want the tea, they don't want none of that stuff, get them on this, the cellulose, all right? This helps with water retention, helping you to decrease water retention, all right? So it's an awesome product. Now let's talk about the specific meals. How exactly do you come up with a meal? I keep it simple. Just keep this in mind. This is my recommendation. This is what I do. I know you guys have a bunch of different healthy meal options out there. The key thing is, regardless of what you're going to recommend somebody as far as developing the meal plan, the key thing is to make sure it has protein and to make sure it's a healthier and cleaner option. Bottom line. So if someone is eating a bowl of spaghetti, we'll just use spaghetti. If someone is eating regular pasta with ground beef, a healthier version of that is to use wheat pasta with ground turkey. It's the same exact thing, but a little bit healthier, a little bit cleaner, okay? So I'm gonna take it a step further. As far as the meals, you wanna make sure that all your meals consist of protein, clean proteins, i.e. fish, chicken, tuna, eggs, all right? There's a million different variations on how you can do that. You don't have to eat the same thing. I'm pretty disciplined. I can eat the same thing over and over again, but that's me. But some people, they get tired of eating chicken all the time, okay? Some of you guys probably like eating chicken all the time. I like to eat chicken all the time. I have no problems with it, okay? Fish, different types of fish. You know, fish has a lot of omega-3s, which that's beneficial in a lot of areas. Tuna, eggs, you know, make sure that every meal has protein. That's the key thing. Every meal has protein, all right? The second thing is, what type of starches are we going to include with our meals, okay? Let's make sure that our starches are brown types of carbs. And excuse me for the background noise. There's kids out there playing, but don't worry about them, okay? So there's brown. We want to stick with brown types of carbs, i.e. brown rice, wheat pasta, quinoa. I mean, there's like a million things out there, all right? Try to stay away from white rice. Try to stay away from white potatoes. You know, go with sweet potatoes. And as far as your vegetables, you're going to make sure that your clients, they stick with green veggies. I tell them, stick with green. Broccoli, spinach, if you go green, you won't go wrong, okay? But if they start dipping into corn, carrots, and all that other stuff, that's absolutely fine too. Now, as far as the portions, like I said, for the proteins, you know, you want to stick to about a fist, okay? About a fist of proteins, okay? Roughly around 4 to 6 ounces. You don't want your clients out there counting how many ounces of chicken that they're eating, okay? Just portion size, all right? As far as your vegetables and your starches, I usually tell my clients to eat anywhere from a cup to a cup and a half, okay? A cup to a cup and a half. If they're a little bit bigger, if they're a little bit more active, there's nothing wrong with increasing it to two cups, all right? That's if they're active. That's if they're like going to the gym twice a day. They need the energy. You're going to expend more energy, so you need more calories in order for you to get the energy to do the things you want to do, okay? So those are your veggies. Now, here's a little secret that I do. As far as your starches, You want to consume more starches earlier in the day than later on in the day. So for example, I'll tell my clients, I'll keep it simple. You know, for lunch, you're going to have a cup of vegetables, okay? You're going to have a cup of vegetables and you're going to have a cup of brown rice, okay? Keep in mind, this can adjust, all right? For dinner, I tell them this, all right? Instead of having a cup, you're going to have a half a cup of starches to a cup, but you're going to have more vegetables, okay? The ratio is going to be higher from vegetables to starches, okay? We want to cut out that extra starches because that stuff kind of sticks to your stomach, you know, and it doesn't make you, it's not going to help you so much with the weight loss. The goal is to help that person get results through the products, losing the weight. So the faster you get them on the products and the faster you work with their meal plan and you see what they're doing, the faster they're going to get results and the faster they're going to be excited about it and they're going to continue to keep taking the products. All right. So that's kind of a rough breakdown as far as how I do the meals. Now, a couple key things, and I'm kind of stepping into another area, is to make sure you do your follow-ups, okay? So you recommend somebody 2 shakes a day, 1 shake a day, whatever you recommend. You give them a meal plan. You can use the one that I gave you. But if you're not following up with them, let's say they're a big eater, and you tell them to eat a cup of rice and a cup of vegetables. They're starving in the inside. Their new clients aren't necessarily going to touch base with you unless they really have questions. Most of the time they're busy, just like we're all busy. So make sure that when you follow up with your clients, you follow up with them on the first day, the third day, and the 7th day. Throughout that week, you're seeing how their meal plan is working. If they're starving or if they're eating too much, that is your time to ask them, how is everything going? You know, people are surprised when they have the shakes. They're like, hey man, I was really full. I didn't even want the snack. And you know what? That's absolutely fine. Okay, to a certain extent, okay? Because the key thing is that after that first week, if they're sticking to the plan, and you might have to make some adjustments as far as carbs and different types of snacks or no snacks, or, all right, instead of doing the shake for breakfast, you're gonna do the shake for dinner. That first week is very crucial because once they lose that first 2 or 3 pounds, guess what? They're gonna stick with it. They're gonna stick with it. They're gonna say, hey, this stuff works. And because you followed up with them, they're going to love the service and like the service of you being their coach. All right. So that's all I got as far as meal planning. I hope this information helps you out. I know I can go into a lot of small little detail, but I just want to keep just looking at the general consensus as far as who's looking at this video in order to set themselves up for success to help people get the results with the Herbalife product. So once again, if you have any questions, get in contact with your health coach, get in contact with me. You need some further clarification on some things. But other than that, that's all I got. I will talk to you guys later and have a great day.